to have it turned off so I didn't.
Well, no. I mean, like, the pre-designed stream setups I have, right? My camera's in the right corner.
Oh, yeah.
With my public information. Okay, we're recording. I'll hide that in the background, and welcome to possibly the single worst thing to ever happen in Muncaelo.
Yeah.
Let me deal with that. Don't need that.
Why? What? What's up? What movie is it?
Okay. In order to truly get the feel for what's going on, let me draw it. Oh god, my mouse is still broken. Is this dumb? Yes. Are you gonna go with it? Yeah. Actually, that came out a lot better than I thought it would for, for what I'm doing.
Alright, bro.
Hugo. You awake, taking in a deep breath as if you haven't breathed ever in your life, and immediately lunge forward, coughing and gagging for about a minute as it takes the time for your body to adjust to where you are, and you finally gain enough control over your fits of coughing up ash and smoke to stop breathing as you are a undying warlock. Once you have come to your senses, you realize that you are sitting in these swanky red robes that you've never seen before, and everything that you owned before is missing.
Where did you go?
You look around you and notice that you're sitting in a strange thing. It looks to be made of fire, but you're not phasing through it as you would normally with fire. Is phasing the correct term? We'll go with that. It's solid to you. And it's flat in the center where you're sitting. And it goes to a rounded upward bump around the edges. Little bits of flame flicker out from it. But beyond that, it's more or less physically the shape that I've drawn here. You stand up and look over it, the hump, and realize that you can't really see that far. It's as if everything around you is gray fog. But you can tell that if you look southward on the map and look over, you were elevated on a strange, what looks like a slope made out of brimstone and volcanic rock. And then you look behind you. Sitting on the edge of the mountain, looking at you, is a giant fucking phoenix.
Giant flaming chicken?
It looks at you questioningly. It does not know what you are or where you came from. All it saw was a bunch of sparks formed together, and as if the reversal of the burning of a piece of paper, your body was formed in front of it.
Giant chicken, where am I?
The phoenix does not respond.
Hugo puts his thumbs under his arm and starts flapping his arms as if they were wings.
The phoenix's wings expand outward and it flaps, lifting off the air slightly. You feel a rush of gas of some sort hit your face as, well, the giant phoenix flaps. And then flies up into the sky and flies out of your view.
Okay. Who's gonna spend time playing with his newfound clothes?
Hugo spends time playing with his newfound clothes. He pokes them.
And his eyes flash with eldritch energy as he casts detect magic.
Your entire body is glowing.
Oh, shiny! Hugo's gonna spend the next hour focusing on the robes.
Hugo spends an hour focusing on the ropes.
It doesn't say that when I wake with them, it's attuned.
Oh no, it's automatic. The only way to attune to them is to spawn with them.
Okay.
I guess you're right, it doesn't clarify that, but yeah, no, you're attuned to it already, because otherwise you would be dead right now.
There.
And Keegan's in here for some reason. I had Keegan do up his character so that I can convert them into an NPC. And Keegan's gone, okay. So, now that you've spent an hour touching yourself, what do you do now?
Hugo remembers the direction that the phoenix went, right?
Up.
Hugo will cast Fly on himself and go up.
How long does fly last?
Moment, I gotta add it to my spell sheet now.
That's true.
Up to 10 minutes.
You fly up for 10 minutes, kind of following the edge of the mountain. You think it's a mountain. You see licks of flame dance along it as you continue to rise. You do not see the phoenix. Eventually you have to come down for a landing. But as you continue your journey upwards, you eventually reach the top of the mountain and realize it's very much not a mountain at all. You find yourself staring into the giant mouth of a volcano. Magma bubbles and boils and toils and turbulence.
Fire mountain. Okay.
You have not found the phoenix, and you cannot see where you came from anymore, as your vision is obstructed by the gray cloud that I mentioned before.
He's going to send Eldritch Blasts flying into the cloud.
You randomly fire some Eldritch Blasts into the distance, and they just disappear as they go through the cloud. You kind of see, like, the back of the cloud light up a bit, but it just continues as it gets farther away. the spell becomes harder to see, and eventually it's just gone.
Okay. What else can I see from the top of the volcano?
Nothing. You're just at the top of this giant volcano. You can see the other side of the volcano.
Hugo's gonna try to find as long and as flat as a rock as he can.
Okay.
Sort of
Investigation
bit-
check. You found a very round and not flat or long rock.
Hugo shrugs, starts running, picks it up, starts running with it out, running sort of down the mountain-ish,
Okay.
jumps, and with the flat bit at the bottom, tries to land on the rock and ride it down the mountain, down the
You
volcano.
clearly don't know what size rock I was describing, do you?
No.
I was thinking like a pebble.
Oh.
You run and you jump and you position this tiny pebble under your heel. Make an athletics check to see how badly you fail. You land on it, slip a bit, but manage to catch it as the rock kind of rolls down the mountain below you. Also, I think it's supper time, meaning we're pausing this now.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is already off to a terrible start.
Yeah, but also remember, Hugo's not smart.
Yeah. And we're back from my supper. So you've slid slightly down the volcano's edge. Are you going to look again for a chunk of brimstone that could be used as a snowboard? I guess.
Yep.
Another investigation check. DC 5. Yeah, you find one. Athletics check to see if you can slide it down the mountain. Or perhaps you could look for a lovely pool of magma in both.
I was about to say, you mean a stream of magma?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to surf the magma.
Okay, you easily find a point in the volcano where the magma flows downward. And you stick your finger in it. You take your finger in the air, you lick it a little bit. You stick it up higher. And you go, temperature good. And you take a running jump and athletics check. You jump in, slip and land on your butt, but you don't fall into the magma, and you're just lying down as this brimstone chunk of rock flows down the mountainside.
I'm going to get up and chase it and try to jump onto it.
What? No, you're still on it.
Oh, I'm on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you're
okay.
not standing. You're lying on your back. You slipped as you were going on.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll stand up and lean forward. Because depending on how close we are to other things, I'll sort of use them to try to pick up speed. Sort of grabbing on and pushing forward, pulling myself along, just to make it go that little bit faster.
You're just doggy paddling the magma now. You still haven't even like thought about the fact that you should be burning your hands off yet.
Now,
you just saying no, or were you going to say something else?
It's Hugo. Hugo wouldn't have thought about that at all.
True. Okay. Your way down has been pleasant thus far. You've seen fire, gray smokish clouds, magma, bits of brimstone here and there. And eventually you happen across a point in the river where you're seeing it coming up, but you can't see anything. Make a perception check.
Yeah, good roll. Okay, decent roll.
You can
Decent
hear a slow gurgling noise as this endpoint in the river comes closer. You realize that's a magma fall. What are you going to do?
How close am I to either of the sides?
You're smack in the middle of this large magma river.
Okay, I'll try to angle myself so that I'm trying to slowly getting. Wait a second. I'll cast Levitate on myself, and
As-
using the forward momentum, I'll keep going forward.
Okay, so you come to the edge of this magma fall, and you time it to cast levitate at the right point, and the rock falls over and falls down a good 40 feet into magma. I mean, I actually honestly haven't clarified the distance you can see, but like, it's just funnier that way. And you just slowly float at an angle forward and just continue going with this magma river winding below you like a giant fiery snake. Eventually, you do reach the ground. Flip me a coin, heads or tails, 1 or 2. R/RD 1d2. You land in the river.
Figured that would happen.
You are submerged. You can't see anything, and you burst your head over, and lava kind of just magma pours down your body. It doesn't really splash that well, as it's not water, and this isn't, I don't know, the Nether. And you wade your way over to the edge of the river.
Yeah, that sounds about what Hugo would do. Not questioning anything.
God, my mouse is still glitching. Oh, it worked. How's that for a river?
It works.
Yeah. So you've crawled
Hugo's
out.
still gonna just follow the flow of the magma.
Okay.
In his eyes, it's just red water, red thick water.
Yes. You follow the river leading away from the mountain. Roll me a d20.
Just a straight D20.
Yep. 9. You wander up it for an hour with little inconvenience. You spot some No, I'm not gonna make that joke because I bet you get it. You spot just patches of fire. You're walking amidst fire as we speak. Not magma, not stone. And you see some larger croppings of fire, and some tall fire with round top fire, and some mushroom cloud looking fire, and everything's on fire.
Hugo would be reaching for a little notebook to sort of draw stuff, but he then realizes he doesn't have a notebook. He doesn't have anything other than these robes.
Yes. You notice quite sadly that you have nothing but your robes. Make a history check. You then remember that you're missing something very important to you. A gift from your master.
He's going to close his eyes and just think. Sigh.
Does that mean you're summoning it?
Yes.
You summon your scythe, and it returns to your hands.
Hugo hugs it.
The sleek black wood of the handle feels cool to the touch, and the bone-white blade reflective in this atmosphere of pure red and grays.
Oh.
The skull at the back of the blade stares at you with its one emerald eye. Make a perception check. The river continues to flow northward.
Hugo just continues to follow it. For now.
Okay. Roll me a die 20. You spend another hour as the river still continues to flow north. You stumble across nothing of note, nothing of importance. There have been some larger twists and turns, but ultimately the river is still flowing in one direction. You have been now traveling for 2 hours since you woke up in this hellscape as far as you are aware? Or, I guess no, I guess it's just orange to you. Are you just going to travel some more?
Hugo's gonna get bored of just following the lava flow.
Yep.
So he's gonna turn left and start just wandering that way.
And so, Hugo abandons the river and spends another hour walking. Roll me a d20. God, your rolls are garbage. I need to reduce the AC. You water aimlessly, and because this is the third roll with no response, we're just gonna go with it. As you wander, the time ticks slowly for you. As you come across what appears to be a caravan. This is in the distance, you have not ran into it yet.
About how far does it look to be away from me?
2 kilometers? No, make that a mile. Make that a mile.
Okay. People! people, and Hugo just starts charging over that way.
I'm over encumbered.
What? What's that doing? Are we under attack?
He still just keeps running.
I know.
Falls 96 build?
I'm assuming like he's kicking up a cloud of dust behind him,
Yeah.
sort of putting out the fire a little bit as he's running.
More smoke fills the air.
Encumbered because
Give
I've
me a
been
second
grabbing
while I
wood
try
as
to get my
something going
mouse to
on.
work.
That's one thing. Wood, anytime you find like a fallen over tree, you can grab wood from it.
You come across
Oh yeah, I know. You mean
a
the
caravan
wood mill, I know, but I mean, I was
of
gathering
large
so long.
red beings. They yell something at you in a tongue that I don't think you know. What languages do you know?
Common and giant.
They yell at you in a tongue you do not understand.
What?
One of them walks over to you, noticing that despite the threatening scythe you have, they have the superior numbers, and you look confusing, and pats you on the shoulder. Do you understand me?
Hugo's just sort of gonna blink a couple times, rub his eyes, just like, "Can't you speak mumbo jumbo?
What did you just say?
Can't you speak mumbo jumbo? Now you speak Now you speak what I understand. What you do?"
God, we found a weird one here. Who are you and where do you come from?
Hugo.
Well, Hugo.
Oh,
Hugo come from material plane?
Well, that is more than obvious. I meant, how did you get here? And what are your affiliations? Why are you coming towards our caravan?
Hugo died. Woke up in nest of giant flaming chicken.
What?
Surfed down flaming mountain. You first people I find.
Does anybody know what a chicken is? No, sir, I've never heard of one. I think there might be some problems with the translation equipment, with the tongue spell.
It's giant. It have wings of fire. Beak. Live on top volcano.
You came across the phoenix?
Phoenix cocks his head and say, "Phoenix? Not giant flaming chicken?"
I have no idea what a chicken is, but if it's a bird made of giant living flames, then it's probably a phoenix.
Yeah, it's irritating.
You guys just gonna look forward to stare at the ground and realization. It's like,
That
huh.
is alarming.
So, Hugo, what affiliations do you hold?
I gotta fuck. Their the party name Zoan threw in.
I have it pinned.
I am part of Aegis and Carmine. No idea what it means, but it's a group of my friends.
Agus and Carmine. I've never heard of that name before. Are you related to the Azur?
The who?
I'll take that as a no. Are you related to the giants? Sorry, I didn't hear what you just said. Can you repeat that?
Hugo said, maybe?
Yeah, so
Because he remembers
closer.
being friends with the giants of Asgard.
Yeah.
Are you an enemy of the Jin Empire?
I have no idea who you are.
I guess an introduction is in order.
The only thing that I have slightly recognized of these affiliations you call has been giants. Guess I fought dragons with Odin.
I am Numa Mahdavi, the head guard of this here caravan. We are on our way to one of the Efriti villages in order to, well, trade supplies, of course, caravans and all.
What did you say his name was?
Numa Mahdavi.
Okay. Did I travel through to town? You catch that, Nick?
Are you going to make a roll on it?
It was just a straight question.
Do you travel to town? It's up to you
It's
to
like-
decide what you want to do.
No, I asked him, like, can I travel with you to town?
Oh.
And the scythe disappears.
A man as tiny as you would probably pose less of a threat to us than possible. You stated you have affiliates of some sort, but you claim to not be with them. I guess we can take this risk one time, but you must stay at the back of the caravan with the other guards. Understand, it's for safety reasons. And with that, they start to head on their way. And caravan it up. And so you travel with the caravan, and pass untold hours. Roll me 3d20s. The hours go by relatively unobscured. You have a couple pleasant conversations, but as time passes, of course, the spell wears off after an hour. But some Efriti continue to supply you with the spell so that you can continue to communicate.
Okay.
In the 3 hours, is there anything you specifically want to do?
ask more about the lay of the land, or and if there's like, if they have any idea on how I might get back to the material plane.
The lay of the land? That's a tricky one. There are no roads amidst the realms of Ogian. Everything is made out of fire, as you can see. Makes it very difficult to traverse. If you wish to leave this plane, the two easiest ways that I can think of is to continually fly up for about, say, a day, and you'll enter the realm of air, or to dig down beneath the fires, through the brimstone into the realm of earth. Known respectively as Zemia and Pauetzere. There is a means to get directly to the realm of water if you so wished, but that is even farther away than either of the two. The only way to truly know where you're going is to be members of caravans, usually, or small scouting troops. But maps of Ogian don't tend to exist for obvious reasons.
They burn.
Yes. That, it's really hard to discern one type of flame from another. As for how to get back, there are numerous ways, I guess. You could find one of the grand portals that connect our world to yours. Though, whether you want to risk spawning in a volcano is up to you. Additionally, you could find a powerful being that wields either a personal gate out of the realm, or has a powerful enough plane shift spell to get you out of here. Beyond that, the only options I can think of off the top of my head is honestly to go to one of the grand cities. There you might be able to find somebody who can take you away. The great cities tend to host many doors out and in as their trade hubs amidst the realms.
Does someone called Mobros ever ventured these realms? The Plane of Fire.
I've never heard of this Morboros. Cannot say myself. I myself have not met many outsiders. I don't tend to stay amidst the great cities that often, as our caravan tends to move between the smaller towns. Give me a second, I'm actually looking for something. I don't remember where I placed the document. God, where on earth did I place the Hugo quest document? There's information on that that I need. Oh no! It's not the right folder. D&D. Yep, Brievary. Muncaelo. Did I not write it? Oh, I must have wrote it physically. Give me a second. Let me go through this book. What? Yep, here it is. The best chance, if you don't want to risk being attacked by the Azure or the Giants, would be to go to the City of Luminosity. It is ruled by a powerful Jin Afridi, so it's a relatively safe location. However, it's up to you if you wish to try your luck there. Not that I think you're in a good situation. Luminosity requires a fee of sorts.
What kind of fee?
Coin, of course. And by the looks of it, you have none. And if you're from the mortal realm, I doubt you even have the type of currency we use here. Well, to be fair, Luminosity trades in all sorts of coin. But coin doesn't exactly keep well once you pass the boundaries of the city.
Is there a giant city?
There is the Empire of the Giants. It exists about, say, 5 days travel northeast from where we currently are. That's just the territory. I've never been to the cities. I can't specifically list any of them. You might also run into Azure territory there, but if you believe yourself on friendly enough terms with the Giants to not be killed, you can take your risks. But we don't think kindly of the Giants. Invaded these lands and claimed it as their own. And if you say you're with them, then I'm afraid we're going to have to part ways. Giant lovers aren't exactly popular amongst the Afridi.
The only giants I would know would be... Wait a second.
You know
What
the
was the
original
name?
Giants.
Yeah. I only know original giants from Asgard. These giants here? I got no fucking clue.
Asgard, eh? So you know the Giants of old. That is actually quite the impressive connection you have. Follow us for the time being.
Hugo will continue to follow them.
Roll me 3d20. You spend another 3 hours to travel. Amidst the third hour, something happens. 1 second. You come across a band of creatures you have never seen before. is there one all the way over here?
Don't ask me, I got no idea why there would be one all the way over there.
Level 3. I need to check something just in case. Okay. Strange, newt-like bipedal creatures come towards you, weapons drawn, shields interposed. You hear Numa state, a fire newt party. Well, I guess there must be a tribe nearby. And he looks over at you and sheathes his sword and says, "Newcomer, I wish to see your strength. Fend off these newts for me."
Hugo will shrug and bring out the scythe.
Oh, wait, that's not them. 1 second. On character sheet.
Hugo would have beat them. Surprisingly.
Yep, very much so.
Give us trade! Give us your trade!
You understand what they're saying, as you have still been heavily under the effects of the tongue spell from many of the Efreeti in the caravan. The fire newts sound to be demanding the supplies of the Efreeti caravan.
Give us your trade!
And they draw their swords. If I could do a Kermit voice, I should have been doing Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you should have.
Miss Piggy. Look, it's coffee, Miss Piggy. I can't do it.
No, if you find like fallen trees or like logs, you can pick up from them.
Defeat the weird one! Weakest!
No, you can't. When you build 3 of them, they often disappear, but not all.
Why is it not showing the name?
Have you clicked everything you need? Actually, before we start, I'm gonna quickly use the watcher. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What spell
Damn
is
it.
it?
Is it gonna make me cast it okay, it's making me cast it from there.
What spell is it?
Old person targeting each of them.
Okay, maybe we're trying to fix it.
So I'd say it must have been the update which screwed it up.
Give me a second, let me try fixing it. Okay. 19s. Ooh. Yep, they all fail. They're all held. Do you wish to use your bonus action?
I can't use my bonus action for anything.
Touche. Their turn. They're all going to attempt to break free.
I am free.
And which one is that one? Actually,
What does
no.
it do? Paralyzed? Paralyzed.
Yeah.
See it?
Yep.
The great Umix frees me. Ye will take your stuff.
Hugo, it's your turn.
Yeah. And then this one there,
Yep.
I'm just gonna pelt it about church glass.
Okay.
They're at advantage.
Mm-hmm. Hit. Hit. Actually, second one kills it.
Bleh. Oh no.
5, 10, 15. Does Hugo sort of tower over these creatures?
Probably.
He is 7'10".
You got like a foot and 10 inches on them.
Okay. He's just giving a dead stare to the one which is free. And that's his turn.
Oops. Nope, still paralyzed.
I will free my brothers.
You just hear the wet paddles of like the running frog thing. No,
Yeah.
that's not right. Right. Really need to do up all those again.
One doorway, what are you? Porn?
Ah!
Scimitar attack. Scimitar attack. Do both those hit?
Yeah, they both hit.
Yeah! Eat shit and die.
Spits fire at you.
Making one story building area too.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Hugo doesn't know he's immune to... Oh, shit.
You
I
save.
mean, I was about to say, 16 still saves.
You save and take no damage.
Curse you for dodging my amazing fire breath. We are the
Say-
forgotten sons of
Listen.
Draco.
And I technically need to make 2 concentration checks from the 2, 3
Yes,
bits of
you do.
damage I took.
Okay, yeah. He's free!
Because of a fucking crit fail.
Thank you for freeing me, my brother. You shall
You guys
bathe in the blood of our enemies.
Hugo's not even gonna
And
look
drown in
at.
it.
Hugo just sort of points his hand at it. 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one which just got free.
Okay. That's exactly enough to kill it.
What?
You hear the snap of its neck.
Oh!
Hugo's just looking down at the last one.
I will not be intimidated. Let those who make me scared use that to destroy my clan. Oh!
Okay, yeah, that's more like it.
Ow!
Hit. How the fuck did they miss? My armor class is only 11!
I mean, what were you expecting? They're only CR 1/2.
I don't know what challenge rating they were.
They're not high challenge rating because I have to severely undercut the challenge rating because you're by yourself. So,
That is fair.
so this is like the first time I've ever done something like this, so I have no idea.
Hugo's just gonna start hacking at this one with his scythe now.
Yep.
Ah!
And I can only make one of those attacks per turn.
Okay, it's its turn.
I will avenge them.
Yes. Your turn. I'm not even going to
I
touch
could be.
the turn
I
order.
guess you say I could be mean and use Stone's endurance to just make it that.
No.
Hugo bored.
The first one kills it.
Yeah.
You blast.
Just sort of put the hand under its chin, just like.
You blast it so hard that the head flies clean off from the force. Impressive. Pipes up Numa. So, you've made a pact, eh?
Hugo gives a very confused look.
Well then, I say we should probably move from this location. Leave the bodies, there's nothing useful on them. You can't wear chain or shields, can you? Yeah, no, that's a hexblade.
Yeah, no. No, I can only use light armor.
And with that, they continue the journey. Roll me a d20. Okay. For the next hour, nothing happens, and then the caravan stops suddenly. We are going to make camp. Everybody prepares their fireproof blankets and prepares to rest. You stay at the back of the caravan with the gods rest. And he points over to a certain area where other Efreeti guards are setting up camp.
Okay.
Do you want to end it there for tonight?
Sure.
Awesome. That's it for part 1.